She used to be excited when you texted her. Her messages were full of energy, fast replies, emojis, warmth. But lately something changed. Now, your texts sit seen for hours. Her responses feel cold, distant, almost mechanical. So what do most men do? They panic. They text more. They chase harder. They start overthinking every silence. But here's the paradox. Most men never understand. The more you try to make her care, the less she does. Because in the psychology of attraction, effort can kill mystery. And mystery is what creates emotional pull. 1. The shift. When you stop chasing her, truly stop, something powerful happens. See, when a woman feels your energy constantly reaching for her, she senses dependency. Her subconscious labels you as safe but uninspiring. Attraction fades, not because she's cruel, but because she no longer feels the thrill of emotional uncertainty. But the second you shift your focus inward, when you stop seeking her approval and start living for yourself, the balance resets. Your silence becomes louder than your words. She begins to wonder what changed, why your energy feels different, why you're no longer orbiting around her. That's when curiosity turns into attraction again. Because nothing pulls a woman closer than a man who doesn't need her to feel complete. The mystery returns, the chase reverses, and suddenly she's the one thinking about you. 2. The pull of absence. Female psychology runs on emotion, not logic. And one of the strongest emotional triggers for a woman is uncertainty. When you pull back not to manipulate her, but to center yourself, you create emotional space. That space becomes a mirror. Suddenly, she begins to feel your absence. She replays your last conversation. She checks your stories. She notices the silence that used to be filled by your attention. And here's the thing. Silence has gravity. It makes her wonder. It makes her miss the version of you she took for granted. It's in that quiet that she starts to think, what happened? Did he lose interest? Did I mess this up? That's when her ego begins to crack, and curiosity turns into emotional pursuit. 3. Why trying too hard backfires. When a man overtries, he unknowingly communicates fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of not being enough. That energy feels heavy, desperate, and instantly lowers his perceived value. True attraction doesn't come from proving yourself. It comes from emotional composure. When a woman senses that you're calm, centered, and unaffected by her responses, her subconscious recognizes strength. This is what psychologists call the self-sufficiency bias. People are naturally drawn to those who appear emotionally independent, because it signals confidence and security. The man who doesn't try too hard stands out precisely because he isn't chasing approval. He's grounded in who he is, and that quiet energy creates mystery. While others compete for attention, he simply exists with presence, and that presence makes her feel something rare, safety mixed with intrigue. That's why she can't stop thinking about him even when he's silent. 4. The emotional reversal. When a woman pulls away, most men assume they've lost her, but in reality, she's often testing his emotional stability. She wants to see if his confidence is genuine or dependent on her attention. When a man panics, begs, or chases, it confirms her fear. He's emotionally fragile. But when he stays calm, centered, and grounded, his silence speaks volumes. It tells her, I value myself enough not to chase validation. That calm energy shifts the entire dynamic. She begins to respect him again because he's showing strength without needing control. And that respect reignites curiosity. Why isn't he reacting? Has he moved on? That curiosity slowly transforms into attraction. Soon, she's the one reaching out, trying to reconnect, wondering if she still matters. Because now, he's no longer chasing her. She's chasing the feeling of being seen by a man who didn't lose himself, trying to keep her. 5. The lesson. You didn't lose her because you weren't good enough. You lost her because you became too available, too predictable. Mystery is what fuels attraction. And when you gave her everything, your time, attention, and validation, you left nothing for her to chase or wonder about. But when you pull back and focus on your purpose and peace, she feels that shift. You become the man she once admired, self-driven, grounded, and independent. That silence, that distance, makes her feel your absence more than any message ever could. And in that space, she begins to miss you again. So stop trying to prove your worth to someone who already saw it and forgot it. Be still. Be grounded. Be silent when needed. Because when a man stops trying to force connection, that's when she starts trying to feel it again. That's when she realizes you were never chasing her. You were just teaching her what it feels like to lose a man who knows his value.